welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we are going to talk to you about Hampton in particular, but this region's very rich history of athletic excellence. And to honor that, we have a Hall of Fame, which not everybody knows. My guest is Bud Porter, and he's going to tell us all about it. Welcome, Bud.
Oh, thank you, Robin. It's good to be here.
This, you know, really, when you look at Hampton roads from the rest of the country, we are known for shipping, military, and I think, you know, right up there is athletes. This area has produced a tremendous number of stars.
No question. A lot of the so-called outfits refer to 757.
Right, that's the new trend. Yeah.
We like to prefer to the Peninsula 757.
Well, you really, Southampton Roads has some amazing people too, but we're focused on
the Peninsula. Right.
So Hampton, Newport News, York, and Poquoson, right?
Yes, ma'am. That is correct.
And you guys, we, the city, has sponsored this Hall of Fame that's regional. Tell people where it is and how to go.
This actually, I have to credit ex-mayor George Wallace, when he was city manager, took this Hall of Fame over, kind of made it his baby, and he has really brought it to the forefront. Years ago, it started in 1977. We had our initial class. It was kind of haphazard as to when classes went in. Mm-hmm. When we took over our current committee, we have new rules and regulations, and now we put a class in every 3 years, and we have a limit of 6 athletes that can go in. As you pointed out, we're from the Peninsula. We have outstanding athletes, and I'm an older person. I go way back. I remember the Henry Jordans, the Norm Sneeds. Of course, I played with Chris Hamburger at Hampton High School. Our list of athletes is incredible, and this year, we have 6 people going in who are probably as good as any group that's ever gone in.
Well, you know, before we get to this year's class, I'm going to make people wait. One of the things I really admire about the Sports Hall of Fame is that it is really varied. I mean, when you think of recent outstanding athletes, you really here, I think, focus on men's football and basketball a lot. But back in your history, you have golf, you have sailing, certainly a lot of track also, which we'll get to in a minute. But I think, you know, you take this broader look that some of us who are newer to the area don't necessarily think about.
Golf, if I may point out. Hampton High School graduate Lou Worsham won the U.S. Open. How many people know that?
I didn't. Look at that.
He beat Ben Hogan.
Holy cow.
To win the U.S. Open. Hampton High School, Lou Worsham, late 40s, early 50s. Incredible guy. He's in our hall. You know, we have outstanding, like you say, in the 40s and 50s, and even into the 60s. Football and basketball are the big deal here. Mm-hmm. Now we have so many outstanding athletes in soccer. You know, the so-called minor sports, lacrosse. Track and field is incredible. We have incredible athletes from track and field, male and female. Mm-hmm. In the past, we've not been kind to female athletes.
And I don't think that's exclusive to the Hall of Fame. I think we all know, women's athletics did not get much attention or funding until Title IX. And even then, you know, it took a while. And the audience levels are still uneven. And you guys are going a long way this year toward making up some of that gap.
50% of our class this year is female.
Clearly the first time that has ever happened, because I've looked back.
And let me say this, they're not there because they're female. They're there because of their amazing talent in athletics. Incredible. How many cities, how many towns, how many peninsula can say they have a 2-time gold medal winner from the Olympics?
So you've jumped into this year's class, and I think Francena is, for me, the headline there.
You're going to get a debate between Allen Iverson and Francena McCorory. But
Francena McCorory is there, and she has been, and I guess for me too, she's been not just an amazing Olympic athlete, she's been an outstanding spokesperson for Hampton. She has had a very long and wonderful career. She grew up here. She went to college here. I mean, she's got that real hometown thing going. She stayed here to train.
Yes, she did.
You know, she's amazing. The Hampton Council gave her the Citizens Medal one year, which is kind of the keys to the city. I mean, she's just been this wonderful example and role model for any athlete, but particularly, I think, you know, for young girls and involvement.
Well, she's getting the headlines, but Yvette Lewis is also in our class.
Now, see, I'm not as familiar with her. Tell me about Yvette Lewis.
Well, she represented Panama in the
that's
Olympics.
Right. I knew that. Okay,
She's a local,
okay.
grew up here, you know, outstanding female athlete. She decided she had dual citizenship, and Panama was the place she was born. She decided to represent Panama in the Olympics, so she was there with Francena, just representing another country. How many towns can say they've got two people, you know, from the same town representing the Olympics in two different countries?
Isn't that amazing?
Absolutely amazing. And not to be, you know, forgetful, we try to remember our older people. Bev Vaughn, and sorry, Bev, was the first basketball coach at Christopher Newport College, now university. He's the first athletic director there. Incredible record as a coach and an athletic director. When he left the program, CNU was blazing to the top, which they continue to still do today.
And that is interesting, because I think, you know, CNU has done so much recently that sometimes we forget to go back and look at those foundational days of building that college from scratch. It hasn't been that long ago.
Well, that's why our committee thinks it's important. You know, the people that are in the news, and everybody knows Allen Iverson and
You're
Francena.
mentioning Allen Iverson. This, you know, I've heard two reactions to this. One is it's about darn time, and one is he's awfully controversial. So how did the committee go about making this decision?
Well, first of all, someone has to nominate people. A lot of times people just sit around and they do not nominate.
Okay,
those.
fair enough.
Allen finally got nominated. And of course, our committee thought he would be controversial. Those of us that grew up here are aware of the situation. But it's time. It's time for him to, he belongs in the hall. If anybody belongs in the hall, his credentials are outstanding in high school, college, and obviously in the NBA. What kind of an athlete can say they have a move that other athletes now use, and it's called the Allen Iverson crossover move? You know, incredible athlete, incredible talent, and this is an athletic Hall of Fame. We know some people might find it controversial, but it's time to heal. And he certainly belongs there.
Okay. So that's four. You've named Bev.
I have
Iverson,
Lisa Dillard.
Lisa Dillard. I'm not familiar with her.
She was a 6-time state champion at Tabb High School.
It's embarrassing when I say I'm not familiar. And then you go on with the credentials, and they're stellar. But see, Tabb is York County, so I'm forgiven there.
And now she's one who went on to Christopher Newport. 5 national championships at Christopher Newport University. 5. Not 1 or 2, 5. I mean, just.
And what sport are we talking about here? Did I miss that?
She's track and field.
Track and field, okay.
And she transferred from Christopher Newport after 2 years and went to Clemson. And something like 8 individual ACC records she still holds at Clemson.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, just incredible talent. And Lisa Dillard, Yvette Lewis, Francena, 3 outstanding female athletes going into this Hall of Fame with Allen and Bev Vaughn. And the final male we haven't talked about is Keith Witherspoon. And Keith's outstanding high school career, he was like a 5-time national champion in high school at Huntington.
Huntington, oh, we're reaching back.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we're reaching back for that one. And what sport is that?
He's a track and field guy. He was an All-American in high school, an All-American in college. Attended the University of Virginia on track scholarship. He still continues to run today. He performs in the Masters for the older folks.
Oh, that's great.
So it was time for him to go in. His credentials are second to none. So we have an outstanding class. We have an even class with ladies and gentlemen, all
pretty wide
worthy,
age group,
all
different
worthy.
sports.
We have the older representation, the senior group, as well as the younger group. And
now you have a banquet to celebrate this, and I think people don't know they can buy tickets. I mean, I think maybe they think, oh, it's for friends or relatives, or it's a closed event. It is wide open. If you want to go and see these folks and hear about them and meet them, you can buy tickets.
We want you there. And I appreciate this opportunity to talk about that. Tickets will be on sale at Hampton City Hall at the Parks and Recreation, 5th floor. Benton Knight, I understand, is going to be selling tickets downtown Hampton. And there will be forthcoming advertisement in the Daily Press.
In the Daily Press, and then watch also hampton.gov, because we'll have it on our top news.
Yes, you will. And we want everybody to be able to come.
And the price is reasonable.
And it's August 13th.
August 13th.
Let's talk about that. It's at the Boo Williams Sports Facility.
Where the Hall of Fame is.
Where the Hall of Fame is. And we really would like a great crowd. The city of Hampton works real hard to put on this Hall of Fame. I'm very happy that the city does this.
And you have volunteered your time for a number of years. And all the people on this committee do. It's a committee that doesn't meet real often, but boy, when it comes time to induct a class, you guys are here a lot.
And with the new regime at City Hall, it's been quite a year. So yes, but we love it. It's a labor of love for us because all of our committee members love sports, and we appreciate these people and what they've done, and we think the whole world should know about it, and particularly their city.
Yeah, I think so too. And you know, the people I was less familiar with, I'm a little relieved to learn weren't the Hampton people. But you know what? You put your sheet down. But there are also a couple of special achievement awards that you're going to do this year.
Yes,
we should mention them too.
Butch Harper and Bob Hintz are getting our special achievement awards this year. Butch Harper is getting his special achievement for like 45 years of his life dedicated to youth sports. Bob Hintz, as you know.
We know right here in this building.
You know, 30 plus years of devotion to Hampton City schools and the sports on this peninsula, particularly in the city of Hampton. Incredible guy, and probably thanks to Bob and your programs here, the whole city is able to know about the sports that we have on the peninsula.
Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. Okay, well, we're going to close on that. Thank you so much for coming, Bud.
Thank you.
And I want to encourage you, this is a fabulous opportunity. You don't need to know these people. You can come, meet them, hear more, watch wonderful video clips, and celebrate the history and the legacy of sports here on the peninsula. It is August 13th. You got to hurry, but you can still get tickets. Thanks for watching.